Welcome to another Trackmania Turbo Trackmaster tutorial. This time around we're featuring number 12, which is actually the one that I sold pretty much at the beginning of me doing Trackmania videos. The first number 1 in Kentucky, but since then I've actually improved on time even more. So I may as well do a tutorial on it because the first video was just showing the lab itself, not paused or anything. So let's get right into it. This one is actually completely on road, even though it's with the rally type vehicle, and that's a good thing for me. I like road better because less stuff to worry about. For the first turn, pretty simple, just get as close to apex as possible without hitting the wall. Second turn, same thing. Also, there's the general of you take a wider line, you carry more speed. So it's pretty much you only get on the apex for like an instance or whatever. Like as soon as you're on it, as soon as you're off it or whatever. I guess I'll go back slightly to make that make more sense, but just do that. Like you do want to get on the apex, but to the point of right after that you're starting to go out more wide to carry more momentum. And actually I'm not even out all that super wide, but that's just pretty much so I can get a jump right. Go out as wide as you can while still getting the jump right pretty much, because as you can see there, by default I'm still kind of drifting a little bit, just because the car's momentum does that. There's kind of no way to completely fix that. So you don't want to go too far out, or else you're going to mess up either the jump or this part. I go out as far as I can to avoid hitting that wall, which slowly goes in. So you can try to go out a little bit further than that, but then you have to turn in, and then it kind of affects the angle into this turn. So as far as I can tell, the way that I did it is probably overall going to be faster for the lap, because it's more consistent, less use of steering this way than any other way. Anyway, for the next turn, avoid hitting that, I don't even really know what that's called, divider, I guess, maybe. Don't hit that, get as close to it as possible. This turn do the same thing, but for a little bit longer, just because it turns a little bit longer. Get on the apex, but don't hit it, obviously, and then start going out wide. This one you can go out as wide as needed, because there's another turn after that. That's where you need to get more correct for. It's an easily full throttle turn, but that's where you just do your corrections and get more in the middle for the jump. And the jump itself is easy enough, you're going to make it fine as long as you haven't hit anything. Landing the jump is fine as well. This is pretty much the most important part of the track. This, I actually notice, it doesn't help going any wider, because the game's physics, I guess. There's just a certain point where you need to hit your angle of the car to the wall to actually make it bounce the best. And well, this is the angle. You still do want to get close to the apex. It's not even really completely on it, but I guess wherever you start out, as long as you end up pretty much at this angle on the wall, that's where you come out the best. Then you just bounce there, you don't really move much, you don't sway out any, and then you're to the line. This, in my opinion, is the overall best feeling one I've did. Like, I don't know about percentages if it's the highest I've gotten, but it's felt like the fastest I've gone in these. And honestly, it's the most inconsistent because there's that wall hit there, but it may be the easiest to get the Trackmaster off, because that wall hit is faster than you would make that turn without it. So you're not going to make that wall hit that many percent of the time, so pretty much once you do, you're gonna get it almost definitely. So it's just a trial and error. Once you get it, you got it and you're good. So that put me, as I said, I don't know what that percent is, but I mean that seems like a pretty good bit there. Top 10 in America. That's not bad. So I hope you all enjoyed this one, learned something from it as always, and as always, of course, yeehaw.